my question is really around that law. Um, how does it really fit? Like, doesn't it sound counterintuitive? That's the only question that I would ask. But apart from that,
It's
I'm
it's phrased counterintuitively on purpose. I think that's really actually a good question, because what I'm really driving at, right? If somebody's got, um, if somebody has a goal, I like smoking because that's a super easy one to talk about, right?
yeah.
So the problem with somebody who is smoking, right? They want to stop, but they don't, right? They are physically, emotionally tied to that habit, right? And they're continuing to act. So for them, they need to stop what they're doing. And the hardest thing to do is to just take the first action, which is like, don't buy another pack of cigarettes, or, instead of lighting 12, I should be lighting 8 today, or, whatever they're, they haven't figured out. It's really the concept of building momentum,
Got it.
talking about incrementalism, right?
Mhm.
Like if I, like, for example, let's say that I want to make $300,000. Let's do this math a little bit easier. Let's say I want to make $360,000 this year. Well, how does that break down? Well, $360,000 is roughly, what
Thousand
is
a
it,
day.
30 grand a month, right? So
Mhm.
30 grand a month is how much per week? Well, let's just say an average of 4 weeks. It's not quite accurate, right? But you can take 30 grand, you can divide that by 4, and I'm going to be a little bit over $7,000 a month, right? Or $7,000 a week. So if I'm going to be at over $7,000 a week, well, I need to be making $1,000 a day, 7 days a week, or I need to be making, let's see, what would that be? 2,000. I really need to be generating about $1,400 a day, 5 days a week, right? So somebody that's going to break down their goal, right? They've got to break it down to what are the steps that I need to take. Well, before I can achieve the goal of $360,000 in income at $1,000 a day, right? Or $1,400 a day during the week, I need to actually take action, right? Too many people write a goal, right? Let's say this is my goal. I've got my goal. I'm going to make $300,000, all right? And then I'm going to just put that on the shelf behind me, right? And they never look at it again. They never break it down. They never try to figure out what's the first thing that I need to do to make that a reality. Now, having it in their head is helpful, right? We saw that in the Harvard MBA program. They'll do more, but will they hit that goal? I don't know. How much are they making, right? If they're making $25,000 a month, that's only an incremental improvement, right? If I'm going to go from $25,000 to $30,000 a month on average, that's not a huge change. But if they're making like $2,000 a month, hey, dude, I'm glad you came up with that goal, but what are you going to do to make that happen? Like, what is it that you've got your hands on that's going to help you generate that? Now, is it possible? Well, sure, conceptually anything's possible, but winning the lottery is possible too. So the law of inaction is really about helping people to understand that whether I'm stopping something or starting something, I have to start doing something, and I've got to get out of the fact that I'm not acting currently. So the law of inaction is really related to the fact that I'm not current. Like when you're defining a goal or when you're thinking about what you're wanting to do, most people aren't currently in the process of achieving that, right? They have to envision it. They have to map it out before they can go make it happen. And the problem is too many people either A, never map it out, or B, they map it out and then they put it on the shelf behind them and they never look at it again. And then they look at it again a year later and like, gee, that didn't happen. I guess setting goals doesn't work. Well, it
Makes
wasn't
sense.
that setting the goal didn't work. It was that you didn't work it. Like you got to work it. So the law of inaction is about, I got to work it. Let's go make it happen.